Hello, I am so excited to share this update with you today. I recently had an opportunity to attend the National Association of Realtors conference in Boston, and it overall was amazing. But one of the pieces I want to share with you today is we heard from the National Association of Realtors chief economist, Dr. Lawrence Yun, and he gave us an overall view of the market in the U.S. and how things are going. He started out showing some headlines saying that prices are plunging, and he said this is just not true. In fact, he called it several times a small mild adjustment. Um, Small mild adjustment, that's what this is, making a little bit of a price adjustment. And in 150 metro markets, 90% of them are still seeing price gains. Denver is one of them overall. Year over year, we are seeing price gains. And only 10% are seeing declines. He did say that the strongest price gains are in downtown areas and that in suburban and rural areas, we're not seeing as strong of price gains. He also talked a lot about the wealth of homeowners and that people are still seeing that real estate is a way to build wealth. And the unemployment rate is low. Mortgage applications are up since last year, although refinancing is really down quite a bit. Late mortgage payments are also very low, so that's another reason that whenever someone says bubble, we're just not seeing the late mortgage payments like we saw when a few years ago when things were not going so well. He said that the forecast of home sales for the next few years is really pretty boring. That is the exact word he used. In 2000, there were 6.1 million homes sold. In 2016, we were back up to that 6 million. We're projected at 6.3 million in 2020. And a lot of that slow growth is because we just don't have the new home inventory that we need for the rising population. And a lot of that is because of trades workers. Everyone's having a hard time finding trades workers to work on their homes. So people ask him, is this a small bubble? And he's like, no, it's not a bubble at all. Small minor adjustment, small mild adjustment. That's what you need to remember. He said, before we see significant price declines, we need to have 7 to 8 months of inventory. And overall, in the US, we are at a 4-month supply. And if you look on the infographic, you can see that we're at a 2.1 month supply for detached single family. And for attached, we only have 1.9. So we have a ways to go in Denver before we see significant price adjustments. He did say that there may have been some unrealistic expectations from sellers about price gains and their overpricing, which we have seen that in Denver. There are listings that are overpriced and they're sitting on the market a little bit longer. But we definitely shouldn't fool ourselves into thinking that it's going to be a buyer's market anytime soon. His prediction, although he did say he does not have a crystal ball, so no guarantees here, but his prediction on interest rates is that they'll hold steady around 5% until spring, and then they'll go up to 5.5%. So just a little prediction there. And if you want to know more about what he spoke about, I would love to get together for coffee and share that with you. Just let me know. And also wanted to share, I have a new listing coming up that's a fantastic horse property in Lakewood, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, huge detached garage along with a 1-stall attached garage. We'll be listing for $500,000 and it goes on the market November 30th, and we'll be having open houses that weekend. But if you know of anyone looking for a horse property in Lakewood, I would love to tell them about this property. Just give me a call and I'll get them in for a showing. And of course, I am never too busy for your referrals. So if you know anyone buying or selling a home, I would love to work with them. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.